Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's workout, which is all about inner strength. So by inner strength, I don't just mean that we're just going to be doing abs, but I mean the entire core. So yes, the abs, but also the muscles inside the pelvis, around the back. So we have this really strong center on which to base all our movement, whether that be just every day lifting up heavy bags or a child so we don't injure ourselves, or if you're training, triathlon, cycling, swimming, running, and whatever you're doing, having a strong core is going to be key to preventing injury. So we're going to start today standing, okay? And I want you to stand with your feet hip distance apart. I want your weight evenly distributed through those feet. I want you to stand tall, so no slouching, shoulders back, okay? And instantly feel that your core is engaged. So right from the start, we want to engage that core. We're just going to do a couple of roll downs, keeping the knees soft because we're not warm yet. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, and then using the abdominals, we're going to flex over until that pelvis can't stay vertical anymore. It tips over the femurs. We roll down as far as you can. Just keep the knees a little bit bent because don't want to strain those hamstrings. Inhale at the bottom, then exhale. Use the abdominals to lift back up to vertical and roll the shoulders down and round at the back. Okay, let's just do one more. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then lifting up with the abdominals. And shoulders around and down at the top. So now coming facing the front, okay, again, weight evenly distributed through the feet, knees are slightly soft. We're just going to shift the weight so all the weight goes into the right leg and then all the weight in the left leg. Just so you can feel the little bit of warmth around that hip area. Okay, good. Now hold everything on the left side and we're just going to tap the leg out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bar move, but we are going to sweep the knee in and then let it out. So bend and open. So we bend down and then lift up. So there's a little bit of balance, strengthen that supporting leg. Just a couple more. Last one. Okay, and now we're going to extend the leg. So we sweep in and then up and extend. In, up and extend. Looks easy, but it's a whole lot of work for both legs. 3 more. 2 and 1. Little bend. So now weight in the right leg, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So tap out and in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we sweep across and open and out for 2. Oh dear, I'm a bit wobbly. 3. Okay, if you're wobbly like me, you could step off the mat, or if you have a sideboard or a door, just to hold on to. Okay, so now we're going to bend, lift up and extend for 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. And down. Good. So hopefully you feel a little bit of warmth around those hips now. Okay, but remember to keep that core strong to support the balance. So next one, we're going to go into a side lunge back. Okay, so we're going to go bum back and then in. Okay, so back and in. I'll show you from the side. So we sit back and up. So we're going to do 6 like that, and then we're going to do 6 where we add a leg lift at the end. Okay, so let's start going to the left hand side. So lunge and up for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now let's add in that leg lift. So we lunge back and then lift up for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's do the same thing on the other side. So we lunge back and up for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now let's add in the leg lift. Down and lift. 2. So you see my leg doesn't come very high because I want to stay straight. I don't want to keel over. 3 more. 2 and 1. Bend. Okay, last exercise is standing. I'm just going to warm up those thighs a little bit more. We're just going to do some squat back in a chair, lifting up from the kneecaps. 8 of those. So we go down and lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep the weight even in the feet, 2 and 1. So now we're going to hinge forward, take the left leg back, arms are coming up to the ears, lift that left leg if you wish, staying in a nice long line. We're just going to swim the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and down. Good job. So 10 more squats. Let's go straight into it. Down and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really lift from the kneecaps. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now hinging. Right leg goes back. If you wish, lift the leg. Arms come up by the ears and we swim for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. And we're now going to go down onto the mat into a seated position. Okay, so we're going to be seated on the mat. Okay, so make sure you're high on those sit bones so we're not slouching. We're sitting up tall, okay, which is already a challenge position for that inner strength. Okay, because we are so used to slouching. But let's sit up with good posture. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to go into a half rollback exercise. Okay, so if you're new, hold on behind the thighs and we're going to tuck that pelvis back. So really draw it back towards the mat as you create a C shape with your spine. Stay in your C, lifting up and over the legs and then reset to vertical. Okay, otherwise we're going to hold our arms straight but shoulders are down. Inhale, exhale, really tuck that pelvis back. Feel the abs lifting up and over the legs and extend. Good. So it's all about creating that C and lift. Okay, so you don't want to go back too far, otherwise the hip flexors will start to grip. So that's here. So if you feel that, don't go back as far, just draw the abs down towards the mat further. Okay, you're still doing a lot of work, but as soon as the hip flexors grip, the work's gone out of the abdominals. Okay, 3 more. 2 and 1. And stack. Good. So just come slightly forward on your mat now. And we're going to go into rolling like a ball. Okay, so again, we're drawing those abdominals back to create our little ball shape. Okay, don't just throw yourself back and use momentum. We want to use those abs. Okay, and also give your, get some nice flexion through that spine. So balancing on the sit bones, really draw those abdominals back until you tip back and then come up and balance. Good. Zip back and up. Okay, so some people have a flatter back posture, and this exercise can be really challenging. Okay, so do what you can. You know, your body type may not allow you to do this exercise that well. But the more flexion we can get in the spine, the better. Good. Really draw those abs back. Good. Let's do one more. Good. So we're now going to extend that. We're going to add on a double leg stretch. So just watch me once. We're going to roll back. We're going to go into a double leg stretch. Come up, holding on to those shins, and come up to seated. Good. So let's do 6 of those. Roll back. Hat comes off the head. Legs extend. Round and up. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Back. If keeping your head up is too much, take the head down. Okay? Adapt to your body and build the strength. And up. Let's do 2 more. Up. And last one. Tuck. Extend. In. And up. Great job. Okay, so now taking the bum back. I'll just try and come at a little bit of an angle. Okay, we're going to sit up tall. Our feet are about as wide as the mat. We're going to take our arms out to a T, flex the feet, and we're just going to tip over to one side, bend the elbow, and lift up from the side with the other arm. Should feel really nice. And breathe. Come to parallel, and then tip over the other way. Good. So going into our saw exercise now. So we're going to lift up and rotate. Flex over the leg as you saw off that little toe. Use the abs to lift you up and come back to straight. Other side. And lift. Good. So I find this exercise particularly challenging. As you can see, I don't really go that far, but I know it's so good for my spine to get the rotation and flexion at the same time. Just allowing the spine to move, which in turn will give us some inner strength. Okay, if the spine's stiff, then we're going to be susceptible to injury. Okay, last one either side. And then just butterfly the legs. Okay, and round over. And then extend. One more. Round. And extend. Okay, so now we're going to roll down onto our backs. Okay, so hold on down the thighs. And then just take a minute to get situated on the mat. should feel really nice. I always think it feels really nice to lie on the floor first time. Get my shoulders open. Okay, just tip that pelvis and then tip it back and let it settle in a neutral position. Feet are quite close in, arms are long. I'm just going to do a couple of hip rolls just to make sure that we're nice and warm. So inhale, exhale, tip the pelvis up towards the ribs and then rolling up. Hold it at the top, making sure that the ribs aren't popping out. Okay, you're keeping them nice and down. The weight is even through the feet. And I want you to feel like you have a ball in between those thighs to engage your inner thighs. Now, as we roll down, I want you to roll down from the neck, okay, to try and get you to feel like you're rolling down the very top vertebrae, so the thoracic vertebrae and the ribs. Okay, we're not just doing the lumbar. Okay, so do that one more time and really concentrate on coming down from as high as you can. Okay, weight's even, my inner thighs are engaged, and I'm rolling down from the neck. And relax at the bottom. Okay, I think that's a really good tip to think of because we tend to just come down from the waist, not from the ribs. So try and remember that when we're doing hip rolls. Right, let's work those glutes. Go into a shoulder bridge series. Okay, so arms are long and I want you to use those upper arms to help push up. Feet are close in, hip distance apart, and we're now just going to pick the pelvis up. Okay, keeping those ribs down again and then barely tap down. So for 10, 9, keep imagining that ball in between the inner thighs, keep those engaged. 3, 4, 5, 6, really squeeze the glutes at the top. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold at the top. We're going to take the left leg to tabletop, making sure that pelvis stays even. And we're going to tap the toe away for 8, 7. Feeling the work in that supporting glute. 5, 4. Push through the arms. 2, 1. Knee in. Okay. Get level again. Other side. Push through the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee in, tap down. Okay, hope everybody felt that. I definitely did. So we're now going to bring our feet together, knees together. Still have those arms long, and we're just going to push up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. For 10, 9, 8. This is just working the glute in a slightly different place. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Okay, last one in this series. Feet back to parallel. We're going to pick the pelvis up and we're just going to march alternate legs. Okay, so let's go for 10, 9. Keep the pelvis nice and stable. Don't forget to breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap down. And let's go straight into a figure 4 stretch. We'll ease off those glutes. Okay, so just cross the ankle over the opposite knee and just let the hip open. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, bring that thigh in towards you and push the pelvis into a neutral position as much as you can. And breathe. Feel that glute relaxing. Good, and then let's switch sides. Okay, so I can't stress enough how important it is to have strong glutes. If our glutes don't fire, let's pull the leg in. then the hamstring has to act as a glute, which in turn pulls your back into all sorts of awkward positions, and then we get back pain. So we really need those glutes to work to give us that inner strength to have a really stable core for everything we do. So you'll see that there's quite a lot of glute work in a lot of my videos. Okay, just pull those knees in and then rolling up. And we'll come into a 4-point kneeling position. I'll come this way. Okay. So we'll just settle ourselves in. So relax completely. We have no Pilates form. Okay, our shoulders are collapsed, back is collapsed. And then I want you to push through those shoulders so you feel the shoulder blades coming around the rib cage as you push up. My abs are stable. Even weight through my both hands and both knees. And I'm feeling nice and strong now. So let's do a couple of cat stretches. So we inhale to prepare and then exhale. Flex the spine up as you drop the head slightly. And then come into a slight extension. And one more. And down. Okay, so we're now going to come into a leg pull front exercise. So our knees are coming together, toes are tucked under. So I'm going to give you level 1. So you're just going to come up and hold in this 4-point kneeling position. Okay, pushing through those arms, you're really stable. Make sure those inner thighs are coming together and dropping down. Okay, if you wish to have a little bit more of a challenge, you can come up and we're going to take the leg out and in. We're going to do 4 on either side. Okay, so choose which one you want to do and let's lift up. Okay, if you wish to do the leg, we'll go with the right for 4. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Good job. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Okay, so lifting up, out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to go into an elbow plank. Okay, so let's everybody just start on your knees. Okay, so this is level 1, but I want everybody to start here. And I want you to let the shoulder blades come together at the back as you lower down, and then push through those shoulders so you feel them coming apart around the back. So it's a really slight movement. You might not be able to see it on the video, but I want you to feel it, that those shoulder blades are coming together and then they're opening out, just so we can work the muscles at the very, very top of the back, just below the neck. We'll just do a couple. Okay, so drop down and round up. And just one more. Down and round up. Okay, so now we're going to go into an elbow plank. So either stay with your knees on the mat, okay, or come with me, lifting up into a plank position. And we're going to tap alternate knees, okay, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, really draw those abs up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and widen the knees and sit back into a rest pose. And breathe. And then come on to lying on your tummy. Okay, so we're going to have our arms long and our legs long. Our head is hovering just off the mat. Our glutes and hamstrings are pulling down to try and create a tiny pocket of air underneath the belly, but you know, it's not really going to be there. It's just an imaginary, so you feel like those abs are supporting the back. We're going to extend the left arm and the right leg. And when they can't reach any longer, further, they will lift and down. And down. Okay, alternate the sides. Make sure you keep those shoulders nice and relaxed and they don't get hunched up around the ears. Good. So don't bring the leg too high. I don't want any pain in the lower back. We're looking for length here. We want to work those muscles in a long, lean way. One more either side. And last one. Okay, just rest down a second. And then I'm going to come into full swimming. If this is too much, continue with the prep. Otherwise, we lift the legs off. We lift the arms off and we swim. We inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And lower down. Okay, take the head to one side and your arms are coming back to the hips, but the shoulders are rounded forward. Okay, so we're nice and relaxed. We're going to do like a double leg kick exercise without the kick. So we're going to lift up, extend the upper back as you take the shoulders around and we fly in that Ironman position. Okay, and then we take the head to the other side and lower everything back down. Again, lifting up. Really feel those shoulders drawing together at the back. And down. Good. And down. So working these muscles is going to make sure we have great posture, which in turn is going to give us that inner strength. Just one more either side. Down. And last one. Down. And then I want you to roll over onto your side. Okay, so we're going to prop up, create a pillow with the bottom hand. We're going to bring our knees together, feet together for clam shells. So we're going to open the hip. So what I don't want you to do is rock back. Okay, so mine doesn't open that far, but I want to keep my hand here just to feel that I'm not rocking back. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the feet, lift the knees, and open and close. So you feel like you can open more now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, 10. Now take your legs long and the arm, the bottom arm comes long, so you're in a nice long line, and then take the legs slightly forward, so in a little bit of a banana shape, just to give you some more stability. So we're going to now lift both legs and the upper body. So this is working obliques on both sides and inner and outer thighs, a bit of shoulder too. Good. So reach those legs long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. And then let's bend the knees again and go into a nice book stretch. So shins are lined up with the front of the mat. My hands are around my ears, or the top arm is straight out. We inhale and then exhale, rotate back just as much as you can. Okay, so again, work with your body, don't try and force it. And close down. Good, and again. And close, and one more. And down. Good. Let's flip around to the other side. Okay, so creating a pillow, knees together, feet together, and we open and close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet lifted, knees together still. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now legs long, arm is long, and we lift both up and lower down. Just really squeeze those legs together. You should feel these obliques working for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, last 2, 7, and 8. Great job. I think let's go into our book stretch. Okay, so inhale and then exhale, opening out. Allow the head to relax back. And closing it down. And close. And last one. And close. And then push yourself up to seated, and you are done. So there you have it, 30 minutes focusing on inner strength. So it was a full body workout. We really focused on strengthening the glutes, the hips, the core, the back extensors, and it should have left you feeling absolutely fabulous. So take care. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already done so, and I will see you again in 2 weeks' time. Bye.